Hey, I'm Liv, and in exactly 6 months from today, I'm going to be celebrating the day that I almost died. This is a tough thing to film. So it's a big thing surviving something. And sometimes it's not just surviving the thing, it's continued survival because the impact of that thing ripples throughout the rest of your life, oftentimes. In my case, the impact of what I've experienced is very literal. I feel it every day, I see it every day, I experience it every day, and yet it happened. It's something that happened almost 20 years ago. It's done and it's over. And so the fact that I survived this doesn't mitigate the fact that I have to keep surviving and keep thriving. I should go into a little detail. So, almost 20 years ago, I was injured in a terrorist bombing. I lost my right leg and sustained a great deal of damage to my left leg and the rest of my body. And I did literally almost die that day. I was losing tons of blood and got airlifted to a hospital, and my leg was blown off right then. So I was very, very jacked up. And then multiple times during my, I think it was month or two of induced coma, multiple times over that time, I almost died. Now, this might sound like a big thing, like almost dying, but I do want to acknowledge the fact that I think that most people have a life day of their own, whatever that is. It could be, it could be simply that you almost got hit by a car, or it could be something really horrible and physical that has impacted your body. Not to say that almost getting hit by a car isn't horrible, but you determine what that life day is. Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to acknowledge that many people probably have a life day, and I really hope that you celebrate it too. And if you do have a life day, I would love to hear about it. I would really love to hear about your story of survival and what you've been through. And if you feel willing to share it in the comments, please do. If it's something you want to share privately, please do. I would love to celebrate your survival with you. So for me, every single year on that day, November 28th, I try to celebrate the fact that I have survived and thrived again. I try to celebrate that year. I try to do something fun or something playful, or even getting together with family and sharing a good meal. I try to commemorate this day. It's almost more than a birthday in a way because it's my rebirth day. It's the day that I became a whole different and new person, and it's me taking claim for that person. It's not the person that act created. It's the person that I've chosen to mold from that, and to celebrate the struggles that I've been through, because it's made me a different person. Maybe I won't say a better person. It's made me a different person, and I celebrate that fact. So 6 months from today, I'm gonna be celebrating. But this year is a little different. This year is 20 years. My post-experience, my post-survival self is no longer a teenager. Suddenly she's in her 20s. She's got 2 decades behind her. She's matured. She's been through a great deal. And it feels like there's a weight to it. Having 20 years since something, it almost feels like it should be in the distant past, something forgotten. I mean, for most people, I don't even remember what I did last month sometimes. So something that's 20 years ago feels like it diminishes in significance as the time passes, but it doesn't. It almost intensifies because the impact on my life is continual. And that can be a really personal experience because not everyone will understand that. And I don't feel comfortable sharing that with everyone because I feel like I'm almost wallowing in it or allowing it to be part of my life. But I truly know that I have no choice. This is a part of my life and I want to embrace it. So 20 years, I almost feel like it's not just a celebration, but it's a resetting of intention. Who is this person going to continue to be? It's almost like little baby me is now growing into an adult, and she's experienced this much of life this way and has a certain level of responsibility to the future me. So with this being my 2 decades, my life day out of teens, it seems like I have to do something big, and I have no idea what I want to do. My family is actually coming in town because, Life Day was well-timed and it's on Thanksgiving. So around about that weekend. So I get all of my family here with me to celebrate and to enjoy this experience. It's more than I could ask for. But on top of that, I feel like I need and want to do something special too. Part of me has in mind, like, wouldn't it be cool to do a 5K that includes ice cream somehow, or something weird like, well, I guess the color run and the bubble run do this, but bubbles and color, that would be great. So basically mimicking them, but putting them all together, I don't know. Grand visions. Not sure if it's the right thing to do or if it's what I'm gonna do. I feel like it should be something physical, mental, emotional, and intellectually gratifying. And that's a tall order. So I have 6 months to think about it, to percolate. This is the Life Day series. You guys are gonna come on this journey with me. Feels like a big one. Not sure what we're gonna do and what it's gonna be. And maybe I'm just gonna end up having dinner with my family and having a great time. But this feels like an important thing to celebrate. And I appreciate you staying the whole way to the end of this and spending this time with me. And if you care to join me on this journey, I appreciate that so much. And if you care to share with me, that's awesome. And also, if you have any ideas of amazing things that I could do for Life Day, let me know. Share it in the comments, message me privately, whatever it is, let me know. I could clearly use all the inspiration I can get. So let's go celebrate or plan it, whatever.